did I become interested in natural remedies. I grew up as a fifth generation Australian with Scottish descent. Growing up, if we got sick, we went to the doctor. He gave us a tablet or a liquid, which we would take 3 times a day, and we just grew up thinking if you get sick, you go to the doctor. He gives you a tablet and then you get better.
Hey there, everyone. Today, we're diving into the incredible journey of Dr. Barbara O'Neill, a shy mom who completely transformed her life to become a health guru. If you're wondering how someone goes from blending into the background to leading the charge in natural health, you're in for a treat. Barbara O'Neill's journey began in a typical Australian family setting. She was like any other kid, enjoying the outdoors and family time. But things took a turn when she was 17. That is when she met some people who were into vegetarianism. Now, this was not something her family was into at all.
We had white bread, butter, we had cereal for breakfast and some toast and white bread sandwiches for lunch and chops or sausages, mashed potato, frozen peas or beans every night of the week, roast lamb on Sunday. I thought everyone in the world ate like that.
They were more into the classic Aussie meals with meat and potatoes. But meeting these vegetarian people got Barbara thinking. She started questioning what she ate and how it affected her health. Up until then, her diet was pretty standard. Meat, white bread, maybe some pasta here and there. But this encounter sparked something in her. She began exploring different foods, experimenting with veggies and plant-based meals. Her family was not exactly on board with her newfound curiosity about vegetarianism.
So I became a vegetarian. I remember my dad laughed. He said, "You won't last long." I'm one of 5 children. There's my brother, then me, and 3 younger children, or 3 younger sisters that I had. I was hairdressing at the time.
They were supportive but puzzled. They always had their meaty meals, and here was Barbara, stirring up the dinner table discussions with her newfound interest in greens and legumes. It was not just about the food, though. Barbara was curious about how diet influenced overall health. She started reading up on nutrition and attending talks about healthy living. This journey was not just a change in diet, it was a shift in perspective, a realization that what we eat affects how we feel and how our bodies work. So there she was, a 17-year-old Aussie girl, diving headfirst into the world of vegetarianism and holistic health. Little did she know, this was just the beginning of her incredible journey into nutrition and wellness. Barbara's journey into natural healing started with something deeply personal, her mom's battle with rheumatoid arthritis.
My mother became very sick. She developed rheumatoid arthritis. She was a cripple in a wheelchair. And I was asked by my father to come and look after my mum. My 2 younger sisters were still at school. He said, "If you look after Mum and get the girls off to school," and he had a Shell service station, you call a gas station here in the US.
It was not just about health, it was a daily struggle with pain that really shook their family life. Despite trying regular treatments, her mom's condition got worse, and she eventually passed away. Losing her mom was devastating for Barbara, but it also lit a fire in her to find other ways to heal and prevent sickness. While caring for her mom, Barbara saw firsthand the limits of traditional medicine. She saw how medicines often had side effects and did not fully help.
Mum was in a wheelchair. She was in Sydney and I was up near Newcastle, and I met a lady named Daisy. And she was a Seventh-day Adventist. I'd never heard of a Seventh-day Adventist before. And I told her about my mother. She said, "I think I can help your mother." And so I told my father. He flew straight up to see Daisy and he said, "I think Daisy can help."
On the flip side, she noticed how natural treatments, under the guidance of a naturopath and Seventh-day Adventists named Daisy, gave her mom some relief. Daisy focused on diet changes, using herbs, and adjusting lifestyle habits to help the body heal naturally. Barbara was amazed by how well these natural methods worked and wanted to learn more. She started studying nutrition, understanding how certain foods can help the body heal and stay healthy. Inspired by Daisy's holistic approach, Barbara realized that good health is not just about fixing symptoms, it is about supporting the body's own healing power. Her mum's journey and Daisy's advice were huge influences on Barbara's life. They sparked her passion for promoting natural health and wellness, something she's dedicated herself to ever since. Barbara was immediately intrigued by Daisy's approach to health, but it was more than just the healing practices that caught her interest. She was fascinated by the whole lifestyle of the Seventh-day Adventists. They seemed to have a holistic approach to life, emphasizing not just physical health, but mental and spiritual well-being as well. This was something Barbara had never encountered before, and it resonated deeply with her. One of the things that struck Barbara the most was how the Seventh-day Adventists incorporated the Bible into their everyday lives. Daisy often quoted scriptures that talked about health and well-being, and she explained how the Bible encouraged a balanced, natural lifestyle. Barbara found this connection between spirituality and health to be incredibly compelling. Daisy explained how fasting could help the body heal itself. By giving the digestive system a break, the body could focus its energy on repairing and rejuvenating. Barbara was fascinated. The idea that something as simple as not eating for a period could have such profound health benefits was completely new to her. But it was not just fasting that caught Barbara's attention. Daisy also introduced her to massage therapy. As Barbara delved deeper into the principles of natural healing, she also learned more about the Seventh-day Adventist philosophy. Their emphasis on a plant-based diet, regular exercise, and a strong community appealed to her. She admired their commitment to living in harmony with nature and treating the body with respect. The way they incorporated biblical teachings into their daily lives and health practices was something Barbara found deeply inspiring. Barbara O'Neill's journey took a significant turn during a particularly tough time in her life. She was dealing with a lot of emotional pain and confusion after discovering her partner's affair. During this period of heartache, Barbara began searching for something that could help her heal emotionally and mentally. She needed more than just a temporary fix. She was looking for a way to find true inner peace and stability. This search led her to Christianity. Through her newfound faith, Barbara began to rebuild her life. The process was not easy. It took time, patience, and a lot of inner work. Slowly, however, she started to find a sense of peace and purpose. This turning point was crucial for Barbara. It marked the beginning of a new chapter in her life, one where she was guided by faith and a deeper understanding of herself. Barbara was left to care for her kids on her own.
My little children were getting colds and things like that, and I didn't want to treat them with drugs. I'd seen what Daisy had done with my mum. And so I began to ask people, and little by little I developed different ways to treat the children.
One of the biggest concerns was their health. Colds, fevers, scrapes, and bruises were regular occurrences. But Barbara had a different approach. Instead of relying solely on conventional medicine, she turned to natural remedies. Her journey into the world of natural healing began as a necessity, driven by her love for her children and her desire to keep them healthy and strong. Barbara started with the basics. She learned about the power of herbs, essential oils, and homeopathy. Her kitchen transformed into a mini apothecary, stocked with jars of dried herbs, bottles of tinctures, and essential oils. She made her own remedies, experimenting with different combinations to find what worked best for her family. When one of her children had a fever, she did not immediately reach for the medicine cabinet. Instead, she used cool compresses, herbal teas, and homeopathic remedies to bring the fever down naturally. She found that peppermint and chamomile teas were particularly effective in soothing fevers and calming restless kids. Cuts and scrapes were treated with homemade salves and poultices. Barbara discovered the healing properties of plants like calendula and comfrey, which helped speed up the healing process and reduce the risk of infection. As time went on, Barbara's knowledge and confidence grew. She became a resource not just for her own family, but for her community as well. Other mothers started coming to her for advice on natural remedies. She shared her knowledge freely, teaching others how to make simple, effective remedies at home.
When Peter was about, I think Peter was about 7 months old, he got a very bad cold. And I saw that he was having trouble breathing. I used all the things that I usually do to help with the breathing, and it didn't seem to help him very much. This concerned me. I could tell that he was really struggling with the breathing.
One of the most dramatic moments in Barbara's journey was when her son Peter was diagnosed with severe asthma. Doctors did not have much hope for his recovery, which was terrifying for any mother to hear. In the midst of this stressful time, Barbara found herself on a quest for alternative solutions. She did not want to simply accept the grim outlook from the doctors. So she started looking for other options and doing some research on natural treatments. That's when she stumbled upon the power of the plantain herb.
I also discovered that there is a herb called plantain, and when you pour boiling water on plantain and make a tea of it, then it heals the chest, it strengthens the chest. We had plantain growing everywhere. It's also called ribwort. It's not the banana, it's a leaf.
Barbara learned that plantain herb had been used in traditional medicine for centuries. It was believed to have soothing and healing effects, especially for issues related to the respiratory system and inflammation. Barbara started using the herb in various ways, incorporating it into Peter's care. She made teas, poultices, and other remedies from the plantain, hoping to provide Peter with some relief. The results were more promising than she had dared to hope. Peter's condition began to improve. The plantain herb, along with other natural treatments she explored, seemed to have a positive effect on his health. This experience was eye-opening for Barbara. It made her realize the potential of natural remedies and sparked a deep interest in exploring this field further. Barbara did not stop at just plantain herb. Her journey into natural healing expanded as she continued to research and experiment with other natural treatments. She started learning about different herbs, dietary changes, and alternative therapies. Her son's recovery played a crucial role in shaping her belief in the power of natural medicine and set her on a path that would eventually lead her to become a prominent advocate for natural healing. This newfound passion was not just a hobby for Barbara, it was something she truly believed in. As often happens with people who are genuinely passionate, she started sharing what she learned with those around her. Barbara began by talking to other mothers in her community. Her initial approach was pretty casual. She would chat with friends and neighbors, sharing tips on how to use natural remedies for common ailments, or discussing ways to improve family health through diet and lifestyle changes. These conversations were informal but powerful.
The people that lived in the local town, even though we were out in the rainforest, they coined me, or they gave me the nickname Earth Mother. That's what they called me, because if a child was sick, then they would ring and I could help them know what to do.
Barbara's genuine enthusiasm and practical advice quickly gained her a reputation as someone who knew her stuff. Now, here is where it gets interesting. Barbara was really just getting started, but something unexpected happened. She was approached with a surprising request that would set her on a new path. A local community group was looking for someone to give a talk about natural health. The group reached out to her with this unexpected opportunity. At first, Barbara was a bit hesitant. Speaking in public was a big leap from her casual conversations with friends, but she saw it as a chance to reach a wider audience and spread her message further. So, she agreed. The request turned into her very first public health lecture. On the day of the lecture, she was a bundle of nerves, but she also felt a sense of excitement. The event went better than she had hoped. Barbara's presentation was clear and engaging, and the audience responded positively. They were intrigued by her insights and impressed by her practical tips on using natural remedies. That initial lecture turned into more speaking engagements. People started to recognize her as a knowledgeable speaker on natural health, and she began to develop a reputation beyond her immediate circle.
I'm very glad that the first health program that we did, there was one guest. I can handle one guest. I could talk one-to-one. And then 2, and then 3, 4, 5. It wasn't long before we were getting more and more guests. And the more guests we got, the little bit scarier it was for me. I could handle the one-to-one consultations, and again, I just kept those 8 laws as my guideline.
Over time, Barbara found that the more she spoke, the easier it became. She began to realize that her message was valuable and that her nervousness would eventually fade with experience. It was not an overnight transformation. There were plenty of moments when she felt her heart race and her hands tremble. But each time she got up and spoke, she grew a little more confident. One of the things that helped Barbara build her confidence was her dedication to teaching. She did not just want to talk about natural healing. She wanted to educate others and make a difference in their lives. This passion for helping people kept her motivated, even when her nerves were at their peak. She knew that if she could overcome her fear, she could help more people discover the benefits of natural health. Barbara O'Neill's journey into the world of health and natural healing took a significant turn when she met Michael O'Neill.
And I said, well, I think when two people marry, they should love each other. And when I said that, he went, I'm very attracted to you and I love your character. And when he said that to me, I thought, really? I'm very attracted to this man and I love his character. I love the fact that he's a mover and shaker, and I love, and I loved his sense of humour, which is quite crazy. And I just couldn't believe he's there asking me to marry him. I said, yes, I will.
Michael was not just any partner. He was a big player in the health scene himself. He founded the Informed Medical Options Party, a group that took strong stances on issues like vaccines and fluoride. While his views were often controversial, his passion for health and well-being resonated with Barbara. Together, they decided to channel their combined energy into creating a health retreat.
We started to run programs at Misty Mountain Health Retreat. My husband marketed it as Australia's wildest health retreat. We had to bring our guests in. You went up mountains and through creeks. But little by little, we started to build our business up again.
This was not just any retreat. It was a place where Barbara's extensive knowledge of natural healing blended with Michael's holistic health perspectives. They designed the retreat to offer a comprehensive experience, incorporating everything from fasting and detox programs to massage therapy and nutrition workshops. The retreat quickly gained a reputation for its transformative impact. Barbara's expertise in natural remedies and Michael's broader view on health created a powerful synergy. Their retreat became a haven for those looking to rejuvenate their bodies and minds, with a focus on holistic and natural approaches to wellness. One individual reported a significant improvement in his health after attending one of O'Neill's retreats. They claimed to have experienced relief from chronic fatigue and digestive issues. This person attributed his recovery to the plant-based diet and lifestyle changes promoted during the retreat, emphasizing the importance of natural remedies and holistic health practices.
He said, we came to your lecture and we heard what the cholesterol-lowering medication does. She's been on it for 10 years. It was Lipitor. There's a whole book written on the dangers of Lipitor.
There was this woman in her late 50s who had been taking Lipitor for years to manage her cholesterol, but she began to suffer severe side effects like memory loss, confusion, and mood swings. Her family noticed her declining cognitive abilities and were desperate for a solution. After attending a lecture by Barbara O'Neill, they learned about the dangers of statins and the benefits of natural health approaches. Inspired, the woman attended Barbara and Michael O'Neill's health retreat. There, she followed a program tailored to her needs, including a diet rich in natural, cholesterol-lowering foods, regular physical activity, and supportive therapies. Within a few months, her mental clarity improved, and the severe side effects from Lipitor faded away, much to her family's amazement. Dr. O'Neill's methods have helped countless people regain their health through natural and holistic means, demonstrating the body's incredible capacity to heal with the right support. The big break came when Barbara decided to share her wisdom through YouTube. She was not expecting much at first, just another way to reach people beyond her local area. But then, something incredible happened. Her videos started to gain traction.
1 year later, he came to us at a conference. He said, 1 million hits. He said, in 1 year, 1 million hits. He said, I've never seen that. And that really opened our business to the world. And until COVID hit and Australia locked down, nearly half of our guests were overseas guests. Michael and I both look back now and we say, praise be to God for the way He's led us.
People from all over the world were tuning in, watching her talks, and learning from her practical tips on natural health. It was a shocking moment when one of her videos suddenly went viral. What started as a modest online presence exploded into a global phenomenon. This online presence not only amplified her reach, but also established her as a trusted voice in the natural health community. People began seeking her out for consultations, and her workshops and retreats saw increased attendance. Barbara's influence extended to books, seminars, and collaborations with other health experts. Her teachings have inspired a movement, encouraging individuals to take charge of their health and embrace a holistic lifestyle. She has become a beacon of natural health, showing that with dedication and a genuine passion for helping others, one person can make a huge difference in the world. However, Barbara's journey was not without its challenges. In 2019, she faced a significant setback when she was banned from practicing and advising on health in Australia. This ban was a major blow, as it questioned the very essence of her life's work and threatened to silence her message. Despite this, Barbara's resilience and unwavering belief in the power of natural healing kept her going. She continued to share her knowledge and passion through her online platforms, reaching an even broader audience worldwide. She continues to educate and inspire people through her videos, online courses, and international seminars. Her story is a powerful testament to the idea that with passion, determination, and willingness to learn, anyone can overcome obstacles and achieve great things. Barbara's journey from a shy mom to a global health expert shows that transformation is possible, no matter where you start. Through her dedication and hard work, Barbara has changed lives around the world, proving that a positive mindset and natural remedies can truly make a difference. So, if you are ever feeling stuck or unsure, remember Barbara's story. It is a reminder that your breakthrough could be just around the corner. Don't let fear hold you back. With determination and a willingness to embrace new ideas, you too can make a significant impact and transform your life.